video for you today of the top 50 healthiest foods, and the food of the day is banana. That's why monkeys are so happy, because they love bananas. I never liked bananas growing up. It's something that I've started enjoying as I've become older. I saw on here that one of the health benefits, or one of the benefits of bananas, is to help ease morning sickness. And I have to agree with that completely, because I had some pretty bad morning sickness with my first child, who's holding the camera right now. Hi, Kristen. And I didn't want to eat for like the first month. And one of my bosses brought in some chocolate covered bananas. And I hated bananas up until that point. But they smelled amazing, and I had a bite, and sure enough, I started getting my appetite back after I started eating bananas. Even chocolate covered ones. Anyway, they are great for reducing depression and anemia and constipation, of course, like a lot of the different foods on the top 50, because they're full of fiber. They're good for you, keep your blood pressure regulated, for heartburn, for stress relief, for stroke, lessen your chance of having a stroke. I'm going to leave a link in the bottom bar. You can read all about why bananas are so great, and I'm also going to leave the recipe link, well, to the I'll leave the list of ingredients in the bottom. Today we're going to be making banana bread, but vegan banana bread, so you don't have to worry about the eggs and the eggs. Alright, so in the bowl over here I have 1/3 of a cup of peanut butter, and I'm going to be adding 2 medium-sized bananas to that. If you're not doing it in like a KitchenAid, make sure that you mash it before you put it in, otherwise you're going to have big gooey lumps of bananas. And in the jar, I was going to say, in the measuring cup over here, I have a 1/2 cup of almond milk. I think it's a 1/2 cup. Let's see what it says. Yes, 1/2 cup of almond milk and a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. I'm going to let that sit for about 5 minutes, because what you're doing is basically making vegan buttermilk. You're letting it curdle a little bit. So let me get the bananas in there and get that started, and then we'll check back. Alright, so I have those wet ingredients together with about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I've got the dry ingredients over here. I've got 3/4 of a cup of light brown sugar. I've got 1 cup of flour substitute, so that's Bob Red Mill gluten-free flour substitute. And also 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to add all of those to the mixer, and then we'll add the final ingredient. So the final ingredient is 3/4 of a cup of vegan dark chocolate chips. So I'm just going to give that a few seconds on the beater, and then I'm going to pour all of that into my very nice loaf pan. And I say very nice because it has this extra lip around the edge, which, in case there's over spillage in the oven, you don't want that spilling out onto your oven. It's going to smoke up the entire house. And it makes it a lot easier to take it out of the oven, because you've actually got something to grab onto. And I absolutely hate when the pot holder touches the food. I hate that. So there's less of a chance of that happening with this extra lip on it. That's why I like it so much. So I believe that is going into the oven at 350 degrees for about 45 minutes. Alright, so it's out of the oven and cooled off, just slightly warm, and my wonderful husband is here to taste it for me. What do you think about that, sir? Good. Isn't that good? I just licked some off the knife. And it was so good.
You're allowed to have a bite.
Oh my gosh, it was so good. It's so moist and warm and comforting. If I said vegan, you wouldn't think of that, would you? But it is. It's totally vegan.
Okay.
And gluten-free.
Wow.
Yeah. Take it from him. He doesn't give his likes easily. I'm in like a food coma right now. It's so good. So Make sure you check it out. And until next time, much love.